Namaste, everybody. We are delighted to have Dr. Dhananjay Dongre with us today. We had done a session on prana 2 weeks ago, along with our Yogacharya Rashmi Joshi. During that program, many questions were raised. Dr. Dongre, whom I consider to be a guru, was with us and answered some questions, but there wasn't enough time for him to elaborate on some of those answers. We are delighted Dr. Dongre has agreed to our request to come join us again and share with us his thoughts on prana. Dr. Dongre has been trained in modern medicine, but he was always interested in Ayurveda. So he studied Ayurveda on his own. Thereafter, he learned Mantra Shastra, and he realized that one can live very well if one is proficient in Mantra Shastra, one understands how mantras can affect us, our body, our mind, and our well-being. He is going to talk to us today regarding how prana gets differentiated within the body, how each one of those functions is performed, how it helps us in our daily life, how we can maintain our health really well. So we are delighted to have Dr. Dongre with us. Dr. Dongre, if you can unmute yourself, that will be great. We would love to hear from you, your views. Thank you.
Correct.
Yes, you are unmuted now. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay. Namaskar, everybody. I hope everybody is able to hear.
Yeah, we are able to hear you and we can see you very well. So please go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. See, we are going to talk about prana today. We are all familiar with the word prana, but it is used in different contexts in different ways. In the common parlance, one may say prana means the life force itself, the soul. If prana goes away, everything is over. But if we go according to what we studied in our school days, we will say that prana is the one which we inhale through our nostrils, and it goes in our lungs. That is prana, pranavayu. Now, there are different ways in which one can talk about prana. I don't see anybody other than you.
Sir, videos are off.
Okay. Yeah, now
it's okay. See, if you want to see other people, then you have to be in gallery mode, which is okay. You can go ahead and talk. We can all see you and we can hear you. We are delighted to hear your views. Thank you.
So, when we have darwaza banda karna zara. See, the way prana is defined in Ayurveda will be different from what ordinary language would define. We can understand what is prana basically first. Pra plus ana. What is ana? Ana is to inhale. What do we inhale? The air. And it also causes movements. So this is something which will cause movement. The basic function of Vayu is to cause movements in the body, wherever that be. Now, if we have to start with the idea of prana, Shall we go by the practical way? The applied first and theory later? Okay.
Surely, that would be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I would like to request you kindly put your hand like this in front below the nostrils and try to understand where from the air is coming out or going in. The left nostril is called as Ida and right is known as Pingala. In my case, it is the right nostril which is running at the moment.
Right. In my case also, right nostril is running at the moment.
Okay. How about the others?
Right.
Right.
Major right.
Okay. Rani, Gadhalya.
Both the nostrils are working, sir.
Okay.
Both right and left.
All right. Then who else?
Both are working in my case.
Okay.
Right in my case.
Okay.
Right nostril.
Now I will try to recite a mantra so as to change the direction of flow of nostril. Instead of either running through the right nostril or through the both, I would request the Hari, who is the controller of the left nostril, so that the Ida starts working and we get the result. Hrim Shrim Hrim Shrim Hrim Shrim Idayam Haraye Namah. 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 Now, will you please tell me which one is breathing in or out?
Left was a bit weak earlier, but it has started working now.
Right.
Yes, same I observed. Now both are working in balance.
Both or left
Both left and right are in balance.
are in balance. Okay. But I wish that only left runs, because what happened is both running would mean Sushumna running. It has to change. Idayam Haraye Namah. Idayam Haraye Namah. Idayam Haraye Namaha. Idayam Haraye Namaha. Idayam Haraye Namaha. Okay. May I know, Leena ji, which one is working now?
Namaste.
Namaste.
The left was
Namaste.
completely blocked, but I could feel that weakly working. It is still the prominently right one for me. But the
Okay.
left started working. It was not
Okay.
working earlier.
Okay. Okay. So this is something which we generally observe. What happens is, if the time is such that it is a changeover time, probably in your case and in my case also, it has become quite, dark. The sun has set. Normally speaking, at night, the Chandra Nadi works, and during the day, Surya Nadi works. Whereas the yogis are told that if they do the opposite, that is run the Surya Nadi at night and Chandra Nadi during the day, their life will increase. Now I will recite mantra for the right nostril. Pingalayam Virinchaye Namaha. 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 In my case, Ida had started operating when I recited the mantra for Ida, but now it has again gone back to Pingala, because the mantra being recited is for the Pingala. Namaskar.
Namaste, Sridharji.
Namaste, namaste.
We are delighted you are up so early and you have joined the session.
Thank you. Normally I wake up around 5:30 or so. So I
Very
put
nice.
an alarm and got it into the
Fantastic.
program. Thank you.
Now, normally speaking, the way it is described, where is Pran, where is Apan, where is Udan, where is Vyan, and where is Saman. Yes, it is like saying that Gujarat is the area which is in the western part of the country, and Maharashtra is below that, and Rajasthan is above that. It is all right to say that way, but there are always one part extending into the other. In the same way, these Vayus also go into the other's area. For example, Pranavayu and Udanavayu, they both operate in the same area of the lungs, and they act in the opposite direction. Like what? Pranavayu takes the pran or air inside the chest, whereas The Udana Vayu takes it above, not below, but above, towards the brain. What is the reason? There has to be a reason. What could be the reason? The functions of Pran and Udan are different. In what way are they different? For example, Pran will allow us to identify whatever we see or hear, like that. But Udan will give us the reactions on our face. Yes, we have liked the scene that we see here, sun setting or whatever. And that is something which is the function of Udan, to show our expressions on our face. Now, generally speaking, it is assumed that people will know where the Pran exists. But I would say, as the way I have learned medicine, I can say if you just read as if you are running a school lesson, you will immediately forget it because there is no interest involved. Generally speaking, when something is talked about which concerns us in person, then yes, we get up and say, yes, now is something that I would like to listen. I suppose many of you would agree to what I said.
Yes, it makes a difference.
Yeah. And I would like to make it clear, yes, that it makes a difference. When it concerns me, I get interested. If it concerns somebody else, that interest doesn't arise. So, in what way shall we know that it will cause some interest in us? If we say that air is something which we have been breathing since the time of birth, ये मुफ्त में माल मिल गया है, पैसा कभी किसी दिन चुकाना नहीं पड़ा उसका. So whatever that we get free of cost has no value. Nobody bothers about it. Am I correct?
Very true.
So when somebody gets asthmatic attack or common cold does not leave the person at all, then one starts realizing, yes, this could be something that I have to pay attention to. In other words, we are trying to find out when this Vayu does not function properly, then only we get conscious about it. Otherwise, we just don't worry about it. So, what could it be that will make us look at the Pran, Apan, Vyan, Udan, Saman when something goes wrong somewhere? Now, if something is going wrong, then what is it that it will be causing us? It will cause difficulty in the breathing. The breathing might be slow or fast and difficult to breathe. All those things will happen. And when it happens, what do we do? Because we are not interested in getting troubled. We are interested in getting the answer. Isn't that so?
Yeah, very true.
I suppose, yes, if that be the case, then this prana vayu, which is situated in our head in our head, then chest, also in the ears, in the tongue, in the mouth, in the nostrils. Now, these are the prominent places where prana is situated. This is the way Ayurveda describes. But Ayurveda is not the only science. Yoga has studied it in different ways. And it says that pranavayu is also situated in the big toe of our legs. It might sound rather funny or something not so very commonly thought over. But this is the case. How to know it? And this prana is supposed to be responsible for keeping the things alive in buddhi, hridaya, the sense organs or jnanendriya and mind. Prana is responsible for the normal functioning of these properties which distinguish us from the animals. Okay, now what does it do? When we eat, it also takes the food particles inside the stomach. This is one very important function of pranavayu. If it is not working well, then the food will not be in a position to enter the stomach. It also, as I said, is responsible for breathing in the air. Then it also does the spitting of saliva, sneezing. And when you are full, having tasted, eaten nice food, the kind of air that comes up, that is also because of the pranavayu. Now, Udan. Udan is situated in the chest, in the throat, in the Nabhi area. Nabhi is called as umbilicus in English, but there is little difference in the way one would treat that word. Nabhi or umbilicus is what we see in our abdomen with our own eyes. But that is just the opening which takes the mother's supporting whatever she gives to the child. There is a path which takes us there to the center of the body. Nabhi means center. That center is situated inside the abdomen and not in the umbilicus. Anyway, now what does this Udan Vayu do? We talk, we sing, we move around. We are willing to make efforts. We are enthusiastic. We have the energy. We have the smriti. We remember past. इस बात को हमने पहले कैसे किया था, वैसा ही अब भी करना है. This is what that Udana will tell us. Then Vyana Vayu. Vyan is something which means it is spread all over the body. Now, if it is really spread all over the body, then where is its main seat? The main seat is heart. It moves very fast. And what does it move? It moves the rasa dhatu in our body. Whatever we eat is converted into rasa or lymph in English. Now, what happens is, whatever is the physical movement of the body, that is because of this Vyana Vayu. You will understand that we have to eat, that means we must move our hand, take the food and put it in the mouth. Now all this will happen provided Vyana Vayu is working well. If the laddus are kept away from us, then we get up and fetch the laddus. So that kind of a movement bringing towards us, also extending our hands, feet, whatever. All this is because of the Vyana Vayu. Now, as you would know, when Vyana Vayu is responsible for all kinds of movements in the body, we are aware that when we move around, when we go into the sun, or even if we are going at night for a walk, we do sweat. That sweat is because of the Vyana Vayu. And also when something hits our surface of the body, we bleed. That also is because of the Vyana Vayu. Then Saman. Saman is something which is situated near the Agni, in the stomach or fire. That fire and Samana Vayu are always together. Unless that Samana Vayu
I think there is some difficulty. Dr. Dongre has had some internet problems. So unfortunately, he has got disconnected, but he will come back. Fascinating discussion about how prana gets differentiated into its various functions and how these functions are carried out in the body. This is completely by laws of nature. We don't really do anything about it. You know, if we are able to consciously control that, then our experience of life can become much better. If anybody wishes to share their views or share their experience, they may, but I think Dr. Dongre has come back. So we'll let Dr. Dongre.
Dr. Dongre is back, and Dr.
Yeah.
Dongre, you will have to unmute yourself. Unmute.
So this Samana Vayu moves everywhere in the intestine. And what does it do? It digests the food that we eat. It differentiates into different parts of that food, and it also takes it forward. Now this Samana Vayu, as we can know, is very important because it is the one which is actually concerned with the digestion of the food. If the food is not digested, life is worthless. Then Apana Vayu. Apana Vayu is situated in the Pakvasha, as we say, large intestine, and Guda or rectal area. Then the testicles, the urinary bladder, Nabhi, male organs, then thighs. Then all these parts are where this Apana Vayu exists, and also the Saman. Then what does this Apana Vayu do on its own? It throws away the feces, fecal material, as well as the urine, and also the menstrual fluid. And also the very important one is the Garbhamochana, the child in the womb of the mother has to come out, and that action is done by this Apana Vayu. Now, I have given just an outline of all the Vayus and the kind of functions that they do. Would anybody like to ask any questions? If somebody is more comfortable talking in Gujarati or Marathi, I don't mind, I will answer.
Great. So these are the various Vayus that perform various functions. How can we keep them in balance? How can we make sure that one is not overpowering others? Are there any ways we can do that, Dr. Dongre?
Yes, please. I will show that now. And that is the very purpose why I'm going so slow. I want people to understand where to look for it. Your so-called pulse, or the nadi as we call it in Indian language, is the place where you can feel them. Would you like to see the way I'm doing it? See, this is my left palm. Here is the horizontal line. And just below that, I have kept my index finger, middle finger, and the ring finger on the nadi itself, on the pulse. Kindly, all of you do that way, so that we can understand. See, this is the better way of holding it. The way I am holding it. Has everybody found out where is the pulse hitting?
Yes.
See, as you can feel, the first or the index finger is the place where Vayu hits, where Vayu is predominant. In the middle finger, it is the Pitta which is predominant, and in the third, which is the ring finger, that is where Kapha is predominant. Now that we are interested to see the effect on Vayu, let us concentrate on that. At the moment, my pulse is hitting my index finger. Kindly tell me, in your case, what is the position?
In my case, it hits all three.
Okay. Others?
Index and middle finger.
Sir, can you show again, please?
Index and middle finger.
All right. Now, the main point to be considered here is like this. The blood flowing in the pulse keeps hitting the fingers which we have put on the pulse. Our index finger or middle finger or the ring finger. So wherever it is hitting, you consider that highest point as the height of 100, and that we will see whether it increases or decreases with the mantra chanting. Is everybody comfortable? Shall I start mantra chanting?
Yes.
I think, sorry, Natasha, I think she was asking, can you show the finger position again? She could not get it correctly. Is that correct, Natasha?
Yes, thank you.
तुम्ही परत एकदा दाखवू शकता का कसं पोझिशन करायचं फिंगर्सला? I think she's trying to.
See, look at this. See, this is my left hand. This is the thumb, and in the line here lies the pulse. One can put fingers like this, but I'm putting it like this so that I can put my fingers on the pulse for a longer period of time. I am taking support of my thigh so that I can keep without disturbing the position. You can do that. That is very convenient way of doing it.
Great. I think we can go ahead with the mantra now, Dr. Dongre.
Yeah, yeah. Swasti Vayave Swaha. 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 Do you feel there is change in the height of the hitting of nadi? Amplitude, one would call it.
Yes, it increases when
Yes.
you are reciting.
Yes, it increases with mantra.
Yeah, but is it increasing only or decreasing also?
Height is increased surely.
Right. And see,
But as you complete your mantra and it is completing, then it starts receding also.
Yes.
okay, I'll just repeat. Now I'll repeat in a little different fashion. Rasa Atma Mata Pitru Sambhava Bhuteshu. 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 Swasti Vayave Swaha. Swasti Vayave Swaha. Swasti Vayave Swaha. Now the pulse must have changed quite a bit. Tell us that.
Yes.
What did you note?
I think it has come down
Yes,
by about 50%.
yes,
Yes. Correct. Almost 50%.
Yes, same. It has come down.
yes.
Rate and amplitude has
And-
decreased.
And some other nadi, middle finger was having a little more sensation, like something's changing
Yeah.
there.
Now see what has happened is that the amplitude has decreased quite a lot, almost 50% of what it used to be. Now just try to think what happens if we have to climb up 5 or 6 stairs and go to the 6th floor. The lift is not working. We have to climb it up. We will become breathless. The heart will start pumping fast and still we will be breathless. Whole body will start feeling that. Now here, the heart started hitting at a lesser amplitude, 50%. If that is at 50%, then the body should have complained. But body has not complained. Are you breathless? Are you sweating? Nothing of the kind. That means a harmony was established between the need of the body and the work that the heart was asked to do. This is something which gives rest to our heart. आपने एक बात सुनी होगी कि अपने देश में आपकी आयु कैसे बताई जाती है, आपको कितने साल की जिंदगी जीनी है। ऐसा अपने यहाँ बताया जाता है कि आपके कितने सांस आप लोगे इस जन्म में, वो तय किया होता है। अगर आप वो कम लेंगे तो आपकी उम्र ज्यादा हो सकेगी, आप जी सकते हो। तो ये बात यहाँ पर काम आएगी। Is working less, so it gets rest. The breath also has come down, which means the lungs also have reduced their working. In other words, these vital organs are getting rest, so your life expectancy can be increased. This is a great advantage of this mantra chanting, which is showing its effect on Vayu. I am reciting the mantras to control that.
This is completely amazing.
Yeah.
We should
Now,
measure the beats also.
yes, beats also decrease. Beats
Yeah,
also
we should measure
decrease.
side by side.
Yeah, if you like, you can measure that. You want me to repeat? I will repeat.
Yeah, let's do that. I think we should do that experiment.
See, another interesting point which may not have hit you, but it is worth knowing about. What I am reciting, rasa. Rasa is what we have eaten. Atma, the properties, whatever we have brought, the Pancha Mahabhutas along with our soul, whatever we have received from the mother, whatever we have received from the father, all these Pancha Mahabhutas we are trying to affect by the chanting of the mantra. You can understand the extent to which we want this mantra to act. Rasa Atma Mata Pitru Sambhava Bhuteshu. Rasa Atma Mata Pitru Sambhava Bhuteshu. Rasa Atma Mata Pitru Sambhava Bhuteshu. Swasti Vayave Swaha. 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 अग्रवाल जी कहिए.
It is amazing because when you recite the shloka, you find that your nadi speed is changing and you can feel it.
Yes.
And as you said very well, that if you have a stock and you consume less, you can consume
Yes.
it for a more period of time. And that
Yes.
makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And secondly, what I would like to stress here, why I chose you, I'll tell you very frankly. I have seen the big dabbas of ghee kept in the houses of the Marwadis. And that is the secret of their having a cool nature. Marwadis don't get excited, they don't get angry. That is something which is really keeping them cool and keeping their heart healthy, not unhealthy, healthy. I insist, it is the ghee which keeps the heart healthy. Westerners have tried to say that no, it spoils because they have no experience of what a ghee is. जिनको अनुभव है वो ही कह पाएंगे ना, जिनको जिसका अनुभव नहीं उनसे क्या पूछना है.
One question, can I ask you?
Yes, please.
Since the mantras have such an effect, can these mantras be played in ICU for COPD patients or those who are having breathing difficulties or
Yes.
heart issues to alleviate their
Yes.
stresses, you know? Whether that
Yes,
could
yes.
be, or that be said by a specific
can-
person.
It can definitely be used. As you have seen, the effects are immediate.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are felt after 2 months or 3 months. They are felt right when the mantra is being chanted. It is like giving you any intravenous injection. It is that.
Or like
But
giving
without
sorbitol.
yes, but without any toxic effects.
Without it, yeah.
This is the better part of it. Now, shall we go little further? You can keep your fingers on the nadi. I will just go a little fast. Vishwakarmane Namah Vishwakarmane Namah Vishwakarmane Namah Vishwatmane Namah Vishwatmane Namah Vishwarupaya Namah Vishwarupaya Namah Vishwarupaya Namah. You must have noted that when I change one mantra to another, the nadi did respond in a different way. So you can realize that the nadi shows its effects immediately. As you change the mantra, the amplitude, speed, everything changes. I'll go further. Prajapataye Namah ma Prajapataye Namaha Srashtre Namaha Srashtre Namaha Srashtre Namaha Dhatre Namaha Dhatre Namaha. Now I will be reciting a mantra which will make you feel little different from whatever way we have been feeling. See, I see only two persons in this Natasha Bhavsar. તમે બે જણા છો? આપ જણા છો ને?
ગુજરાતી નહીં આવતી, મને ગુજરાતી નથી આવડી.
ભલે, okay. We'll speak English. You will find that it is not only two persons, you two are in the room. You will find that probably the room is full and something is touching your body. Now just experience that. Vibhave Namaha Vibhave Namaha. Vikramji, you can feel what is coming to you from my hands. You can see, you can feel it. Just put your hand like this and you will be able to feel it. Ha, lagla hatala. Vibhave Namaha. Hey, baga. Vibhave Namaha Vibhave Namaha. Could anybody feel that?
The vibrations change.
Yes, vibration change. Not only that they change, but you will find that your aura has expanded and it moves in the room. Is there anybody else in the room?
No, nobody.
Nobody. Okay. That's why I asked these people. There are two people here. Bhavsar, बताइए. Could
Yeah,
you?
it was like more like there is someone touching, coming close.
That is what I said. That is what I said. Something was hitting you.
Correct.
So that is what is the effect of the mantra.
True. Very
In
subtle
any other-
way, very subtle way it was touching, but like soft, like subtle way, very, very soft and very subtle.
Yes, because you say that is the way it is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So Dr. Dongre, our sister Priyanka Sarkar is asking, how can we stop or control our nadi getting affected by external environment or the vibration of the external world?
Right.
Like
In
traffic
other words-
sounds.
in other words, the person is asking as to what could be the कवच. कवच चाहिए आपको इससे कि,
Correct.
isn't it?
Correct.
कवच चाहिए कि और किसी चीज का परिणाम न हो. So you have to really make a shield around your body. नाम 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 का महिमा वही होता है. भले आप देवी का कवच बनाइए, हनुमान जी का बनाइए, भगवान कृष्ण का बनाइए, राम जी का बनाइए, जो भी है, कवच करने जैसी चीज है. लोग आपके नजदीक नहीं आ पाएंगे, वो कुछ कर नहीं पाएंगे. अब देखिए, विभवे न विभवे न मेरे हाथ में जो माला है ना, वो उसको मैंने नहीं घुमाया, मंत्रों ने घुमाया है. दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस. वो आपके बाजू में आएगा. सी, अब देखिए, लोगों को मन में डर एक हमेशा रहता है कि क्या कोई मेरे ऊपर कुछ जादू टोना तो नहीं कर रहा. Many a times this is the case. So what will happen? It will move like this. The mala ऐसी घूमेगी, उल्टी. With the help of mantras, again it will start rotating correctly. And if the kavach really is what you are wearing, let us put it that way, then it will not be in a position to penetrate that kavach. आपकी बॉडी प्रोटेक्टेड रहेगी. अभी देखिए, अब हमने बात तो की कि प्राण, अपान, व्यान, उदान, समान वगैरह. Sit now, it is practically coming to 8 o'clock here. How much time we have more?
Yeah, it's up to all of us whether normally our program is
15
for about
minutes?
an hour. Yeah, another 15 minutes is fine. That will be great. Thank you.
Okay, okay. ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं प्राणवायौ 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 सर्वसिद्धिप्रदा देव्यै ह्रीं श्रीं प्राणवायौ सर्वसिद्धिप्रदा देव्यै नमः. पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः स्वाहा. ह्रीं श्रीं प्राणवायौ सर्वसिद्धिप्रदा देव्यै नमः. पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. ह्रीं श्रीं प्राणवायौ सर्वसिद्धिप्रदा देव्यै नमः. पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः स्वाहा 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 ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं ह्रीं श्रीं अपानवायौ 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 सर्वसम्पत्प्रदा देव्यै नमः अपानवायौ सर्वसम्पत्प्रदा देव्यै नमः सर्वसम्पत्प्रदा देव्यै नमः पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. I see 18 participants here, but I have not heard or seen anybody other than these 4 people.
Yeah, not everybody's video is on. We will open everybody's videos towards the end of the session. There is one question here though for you, Dr. Dongre.
Okay, sure.
For this kavach to be effective, should we chant the name loudly, or even when we chant it mentally, it is still effective? What is your opinion on that?
You see, what the Shastra tells us, and which you can experience, is that the mantra is more effective if you chant it in the mind. But it depends upon how sincerely, honestly you chant. Otherwise, many a times what happens is that the mind starts going away, and then you lose the charm. Then you can't expect the same result. If somebody is chanting loudly, then naturally others are there to listen. They will also realize what is happening there. If you are chanting only in the mind, only those who can resonate with you can realize what is happening in your mind and body. It
Great.
becomes clear.
Thank you, Dr. Dongre. Now, Samir had a question. So, Samir, would you like to unmute yourself and ask the question, please? You can keep the question short.
नमस्कार डॉक्टर डोंगरे. आवाज ऐकू येतोय का?
येतोय येतोय.
मला मध्ये आणि मनगटामध्ये
The noise is not clear.
हातामध्ये आणि मनगटामध्ये खूप दुखतं. आता येतो का आवाज? उठताना आपण खुर्चीचा असा सपोर्ट घेतो तर ते हाताला खूप दुखतं. चालताना पायामध्ये दुखतं. तर वैद्यला मी आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टरला दाखवलं तर ते म्हणाले की तुम्हाला आम वाताचा त्रास आहे. आम आणि वात वाढलाय तुमचा. त्यांनी नाडी जवळजवळ 1.5 तास चेक केली त्यांनी आणि बरीच औषधं दिली, लेप दिला, तेल दिलं. तर ते मला विचारायचं की प्राणायामाद्वारे हा आम वाताचा त्रास जाऊ शकतो का, कमी होऊ शकतो का आणि दुखणं जाऊ शकतं का?
You see, what you are talking about is Amavata. That word is common to all the languages, but people may not be clear about what it means. Ama means something which is not ripe, which is not fully digested. It is कच्चा है, कच्चा. जो भी हम खाते हैं वो अगर सब माल सामान कच्चा ही रह जाएगा तो क्या होगी तकलीफ? That is Amavat. Now, how to digest that? Where lies the problem? The problem lies in the fact that the fire in the stomach is not appropriate. how to increase that fire in the stomach. One is to increase the constituents or ingredients in the food that will increase your appetite, like say soont, kali mirch, or pipli. It is called as trikatu. That will increase the fire in the stomach. That is one part. Secondly, the mind and the body must be at a relaxed position. They have to be in the relaxed position when you eat. अगर खाते समय आपका मन कहीं और है, शरीर कहीं और है, और खाना कैसे लग रहा है पता भी नहीं है, अच्छा है नहीं है, तो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं. Then you cannot expect that it will be digested properly and will give you strength. It does not happen that way.
Thank you, Dr. Dongre. We will take one more question. We have our brother Deepak Kulshrestha here. Deepak जी, आप पूछना चाह रहे हैं कुछ?
हाँ, एक सवाल ये था मेरा कि बीज मंत्रों के बारे में ये सुना है कि बीज मंत्र का उच्चारण अगर गलत किया जाए, इस्तेमाल गलत किया जाए तो वो हार्मफुल भी हो सकते हैं. तो हम लोगों जैसे नॉन प्रैक्टिशनर्स के लिए ऐसे क्या गाइडेंस है आपकी कि कोई ऐसे बीज मंत्र हैं जो हम फियरलेसली यूज कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, अगर आपको घर में रंग लगाना है तो आप क्या करते हैं? पहले जो भी पुराना है उसको घिस कर निकाल देते हैं, भले चुना हो, रंग हो, जो भी हो, तभी नया रंग चढ़ेगा ऊपर. वैसे अपना जो मुंह है ना, उसको हम इस प्रकार से शुद्ध करें. स्वच्छ और शुद्ध दो अलग अलग बातें हैं. स्वच्छ का मतलब होता है गंदगी नहीं है, और शुद्ध का मतलब क्या होता है? जो आप कह रहे हैं कि आपका नाम कुलश्रेष्ठ है, तो श्रेष्ठता कब कैसे आती है? जब आप शुद्धता रखेंगे तभी श्रेष्ठता आएगी ना. अब देखिए, यंग 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 य के ऊपर अनुस्वार, और आप जैसा कह रहे हैं वैसा मैं उसको बीज मंत्र के फॉर्म में ही उच्चारण कर रहा हूं ना. आपको हर चीज के लिए कुछ ना कुछ छोड़ना तो पड़ता ही है. अगर आप अमेरिका में रहते हैं तो आपने हिंदुस्तान को छोड़ा ही है. हिंदुस्तान में रहते हैं तो अमेरिका को छोड़ा है. तो आपको खाने पीने में कुछ ना कुछ छोड़ना पड़ेगा, तभी उच्चारण शुद्ध होगा ना.
क्या छोड़ना पड़ेगा?
वो गूंजना पड़ेगा. मंत्र जो है गूंजना चाहिए ना.
बराबर है.
आपके मन में, वातावरण में गूंजना जरूरी है. आप अगर किसी जगह गाना सुनने गए हैं और गाना सुनने के बाद अगर वो अपने मन में गूंजता न हो, तो मतलब ये हो गया कि गाने में कोई दम था ही नहीं. है या नहीं?
Correct. Absolutely correct. This I have experienced myself. Whenever I used to go and listen to Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, उनके जो तानपुरे का गुंजन होता था वो मेरे मन में 2-3 दिन तक चलता रहता.
बिल्कुल.
That was the experience.
बराबर है.
So anyway, on this note, I would like to thank Dr. Dongre for accepting our invitation, for coming to guide us. Thank you so much. Everyone in Bharat, have a good evening. Everyone in America, have a wonderful Sunday ahead of you. We will meet again very soon. Thank you.